Welcome in, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Love, light, prosperity to each and every one of you, wherever you guys are watching from. If you guys are new, let me know down below. And if you are not new, welcome back. Definitely tap in on the chat. I just got on. What's up? What's going on? Hi, Reina. You're doing okay? Happy new moon energy, you guys. The new moon went into effect last night. So we're gonna tap in on the new moon energy. I am gonna open up with collective. All right. So let's go ahead and tune in. I am currently live on Instagram, TikTok, I'm on Facebook and also YouTube. So make sure you guys are subscribed to YouTube. That's where I post all of the collective energies. All right. Again, if you're new, my name is Madam Divine. I'm an intuitive psychic medium. I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I work with energy as a healer. I'm also an intentional jewelry maker. So if you're interested in waist beads, necklaces, bracelets, send me a DM on Instagram, okay? And I'm also a dope ass poet. So if you guys like my vibe, make sure you guys join the tribe. It's free, okay? It is free to show support. I'm gonna go ahead and open up with a call to prayer. But if you guys are here, make sure you guys tap in with everybody else. Say hello to your neighbor. Okay, we are from all over. So you might see people from across the seas. You might see some people in your backyard. You never know. So make sure you guys tap in with one another, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and open up in prayer. That's what I was doing. Let's go ahead and bless the space. We're going to do it at 3 minutes. And I apologize. I have been terrible at the timestamps here lately. But I promise we're going to get on it, okay? All right, let's tap in. Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación, liberados del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre, por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective. Once again, I ask that you please remove my energy as I now tap into the frequency of the collective. This time I call upon God. I call upon divine energy. I call upon your divine love as I now pour into the collective at this time. I call upon the Ascended Masters for your divine truth, divine wisdom, and knowledge that you bestow upon me. I also call upon my highest self as we now tap into the frequency of the collective, as we tap in on this new moon energy in Gemini, and to see how it's going to impact each and every one of us. Doesn't matter what zodiac at this time. Archangel Michael, I ask that you please align me with the right collective. I ask that you please remove any and all negativity, anybody speaking ill on my name or trying to cause any sort of havoc with my name. I ask that you block and report. At this time, I ask that you put a shield over my crown, shield over my the Zen, and a shield over the collective wherever they may be watching from. I call upon divine energy at this time as I now connect to the ethers. I call upon my divine counsel at this time, my santos, my eguns, my muertos, la gitana que me acompañan, los indios que me rodean, my son 3, my grandmother Emilia, my best friend Sierra. I call upon all divine light energies that are here for the highest good of all. May we increase the vibration of the collective with positive reinforcement, with clarity and truth, whatever the collective needs to hear in the current energy. God, I ask that you align me and use me as the vessel as I now become the channel to translate My right ear is ringing like crazy right now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to the ancestors. We give thanks for this day. We're going to tap in for the collective. Ashe to each and every one of you, wherever you guys may be watching from, wherever you may be tapping from. Okay, we got several collectives. So if you guys are tuning in, welcome. My name is Madam Divine. We're going to tap into collective energy. So if you guys are ready for your collective message, go ahead and tap down below. Drop your sunflowers in the chat. Drop a sunflower emoji in the chat if you are ready to tap in for a collective. Make sure you guys are following, okay? Remember, I will not contact you. That is not me in your DMs. Beware of scammers, okay? If you would like to contact me for a personal reading, you guys can book me on Instagram. Just send me a DM. All of my information is in the bio, okay? So let's see those flowers. Come on, y'all. Don't be scared. All right, this is where we water our garden because for a lot of you guys, it's been a while since you tended to yours. So we come together whenever we do with collectives and we tap in and we pour into one another because I know how life can be, okay? And right now we're supposed to be in positive flow energy with this new moon. So let's go ahead and tap in. Don't be scared, okay? If the message applies, pray that it does, okay? That's what I always say. I always open up in prayer because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you are in the right collective, right? So let's go ahead and tap in, collective. We're going to see what's going on in the current energy. And then I will tap in for all the signs at the end, okay? Holy Spirit, holy angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel. When it comes to my collective, what is the current energy? What is this new moon energy bringing about? What is coming to the surface? What can we expect? Please prepare us and give us a little bit of insight with this new moon energy, Spirit. Align me with the collective at the time you do, as the messages are timeless. Let's tap in, collective. Who's ready? Y'all ready? Let's tap in. Holy Spirit, holy angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel. When it comes to the divine collective, what is the current energy showing up for the new moon? What is the new energy? The Fool in reverse. With the Chariot. Oh, this is interesting. So with this new moon energy, the way that I pick up the energy, okay, is you're now ready to take a risk. You're now ready to take a risk, okay? I feel like you were a bit hesitant, collective. Whatever this is, it could be related to, maybe family, friends. The Six of Cups is definitely like a nostalgic energy here, okay? So maybe you've been reminiscing about something here as of late with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And you've been thinking about it a lot, heavy. And maybe you weren't clear, maybe you just weren't in the energy to do anything about it. But I see that there is a shift happening, okay? With the Chariot, there's some sort of movement, okay, that is going to take place, okay? And it could very much happen in June, okay? Cancer energy. I'm picking up June and we're literally at the end of May. Okay. You guys may be seeing the numbers 9, the numbers 4, okay, repeatedly. Um 9s and 4s, okay? September 4th could be significant, or April could be significant. But I really feel like the way that you guys are moving, it's like you had to be sure first. It's like you had to be sure first before you could jump to do this, because I feel like for a lot of you, there was a lot of things that was holding you back, okay? Could have been your own thoughts, right? You could have been holding yourself back, or this could have been things that were getting in the way, that caused certain delays, sudden delays out of nowhere that didn't allow you to really push forward, and whatever this is, right? And this could also be a move, right? Some of you guys may be considering a move here. Like you're ready, right? Because the six of cups is home, right? Like what you call home, like where you grew up, your inner child and stuff like that. So some of you guys may be in this energy of ready to move. Okay, you were hesitant before, but there's something about you taking action, and maybe you're gonna start making plans in the month of June. Okay, um but I see this heavy, and definitely reminiscing a lot on the past. Okay, now this doesn't necessarily have to be connected to your childhood, right? But this could be very much connected to what you consider your home, like where you grow up, like where you grew up, um sort of thing. Okay, I definitely see some changes. Okay, I'm gonna tap more into that energy. Spirit, why is the Fool here in reverse? Can I get clarity on the Fool in reverse, please? We got the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, there was a very indecisive energy, but this energy kept you in a state of anxiety. This also kept you in a state of um losing sleep. Okay, you weren't getting any sleep. Your mind was just very your mind was very caught up. It just seems like life was kind of just like grabbing you by the throat, so to speak, right? I hate to be so vulgar like that, but that's what it seems like. Like it seems like your thoughts just had you heavy. Um it had you heavy and also stuck at the same time, okay? Cuz I don't really see any sort of movement. I just see that, you've definitely been like in your memory, okay? Because memory is coming to me, because spirit showing me like a memory card. So maybe you're going through maybe you're trying to reminisce on certain things, or maybe you're going down memory lanes, revisiting things from your past, and especially things from like your childhood too, right? Because I'm getting that heavy with the Six of Cups. So I feel like, not only did this have you, this energy had you fixated in this state of mental confusion, right? But I'm getting anguish too. I was very tired just holding on to this energy. It's very exhausting when your mind is on go all the time, and no matter how much you want it to stop, it just doesn't. You get what I'm saying? And for some of you, I'm also hearing like melatonin, or some of you guys are taking something to help go to sleep. Okay, some sort of sleep aid to help you go to sleep because you can't do it naturally. I definitely sense that this energy has really been messing with your sleep patterns. Okay, I also sense that, you know with this energy, the way that you were moving, collective, it made you feel very insecure. Okay, very insecure. It made you unmotivated. Okay, you lacked purpose. Okay, for a lot of you, it just seems like you were kind of like just there. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of passing time. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just at a certain area, just passing time. It just seemed like time just keeps passing, but you're not evolving, you're not growing, you're in the same predicament, is what I'm picking up with the Four of Cups here in reverse. So I feel like you guys are finally, you know, are finally getting over that hump, right? That hump of being in your mental, that hump of really staying stuck in your mind and not allowing yourself to propel forward, right? Because what you could think things thoroughly, right? You could be somebody who's practical, you could be somebody that is very much, ADD, right? You could be somebody that does things to a certain, T, but at the end of the day, if your mind is racing at all times, there's no way that you can actively make or pursue any of your tasks when you're in your mental. Now, if you do, I don't know, right? I don't see how you're doing it. But at the end of the day, when you're in your mind, it's like you lack direction, right? When you're in your mind, it's like you're stationed there. When you're in your mind, it's like the whole world could keep revolving around you, but it doesn't matter because you don't see it because you're in your mental. That's how spirit is showing it to me. Okay, and I feel like for a lot of you, this has been a cycle, a reoccurring cycle that has continued to, I'm hearing like this could even be a cycle of like 10 years, right? That you've just been going through this, contemplating this move. Should I do this? Should I go? Should I not? Like, I know I keep talking about this move, I know I keep doing this, but am I ready to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have the strength? Like, am I eager to make this change in my life? Because one thing about change, people don't like change. People don't like change because it's uncomfortable. Trust me, I get it. Right? But change sometimes is for your own gain, your own benefit, right? you if you stayed in the same position because you were comfortable, you wouldn't really get far in life. You would just stay comfortable. But ultimately that comfortable weighs off, and then you're missing something, right? That comfort is no longer there. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Let's go to the Chariot spirit. Look, the Ace of Cups. There's a refresh, a renewal here, okay? Especially when it comes, look, there's a lot of cup energy, okay? So there could be a new relationship here, okay? Or this could just be a renewal in your spirit. Like, it's like you feel like this burst of energy that you're going to go ahead and do it. You're going to go ahead and take this leap of faith, and although you're going into it blindly, it's something that you've discussed for a long, long time, but you just kept delaying the process, right? But I do see that this Ace of Cups is this change is going to be fulfilling for you, okay? Not only emotional fulfillment, but I'm also getting spiritually, okay? Because I'm hearing that this is also part of your spiritual alignment. Everything is shifting because it is necessary, is what I'm hearing. It is within your spiritual path. These changes these changes were already written, is what I'm hearing. All right, give me more on the Ace of Cups spirit. So for a lot of you, when it comes to long term, I feel like this is something that you're really seeking out, okay? Long term as far as financials, long term in regards to friendships, long term in regards to relationships. You guys are looking for the long haul, the end, right? You're thinking ahead in time. Um and I feel like for a lot of you, there is a renewal coming here that's going to provide the very thing that it is that you want. You've been somebody that has been patient, and at times it seems like if things didn't align the way that they did when they did, I feel like a lot of you would have given up on the process. I'm not even going to hold you. They say time is a virtue, right? And it really is, because at the end of the day, you never know, like tomorrow's never promised. So I really do feel like there's a lot of lessons being learned here, collective, and these changes are happening within reason. These changes are happening because they were destined to happen. So there's no need for you to worry, there's a need for you to surrender to the energy and allow things to flow as they need to. But I definitely see like a new, right? Whatever it is that you experience is not going to be what you experience now. This is giving me polar opposite. Okay, so if you kept dealing with broken promises and you kept dealing with people with, you know, issues, right? Behavior issues, people who just were just challenging all the time. Like, this is not that energy. This is not that energy whatsoever. This is a refresh, a renewal, something new here. Okay, with the Ace of Cups here. Spirit, give me some energy on this Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Can you clarify the Six of Cups? Thank you. Thank you. The Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Yeah. You guys are here. You guys are trying to recalibrate yourself. You're trying to balance your energy out, okay? Especially when it comes to your past. Because a lot of you, as I was picking up in the beginning of this reading, a lot of you are living in the past or have yet to let the past go. Okay? So there is a need for you to either let go, like I said, let go and surrender the energy. Who's ever meant to be in your life will be in your life. You do not force things, you do not force people. Okay, everyone has free will. Everyone has free will. So if, you know, something comes out to light and you end up getting betrayed, you know what? Take it for what it is, all right? Because at the end of the day, if God is severing that connection, it's being severed for a reason. And sometimes it's hard for us as humans to accept what is because we always want that closure. But listen, honey, in life, not everybody gets closure. Sometimes your closure is what happened and you just have to accept and move on. Okay? I do see a lot of you guys um really focusing on people who support you, people who are elevating your spirit. You want to surround yourself with positive energy, positive vibrations. You're no longer in this energy of fight or flight. You are somebody that is wanting to exude peace in their life. Okay? And one thing about peace, if you've never had peace before and you've always lived out of pure chaos and confusion, peace can be stressful, right? Because you don't know what that feels like. Peace is something that you have to create because if you've never had peace before, where is peace going to come from unless you create the peace in your life? You guys understand what I'm saying? Please let me know in the comments, okay? Whether you're on live right now or you guys are tuning in after the live. But let me know if that resonated with you guys, okay? I definitely do. I'm picking up the energy of new friendships. I'm picking up the energy of just new energy, okay? um a lot of you guys are going to be really you're going to be more pressed on your time. Okay, when it comes to your energy, time is the most valuable thing that you have. So you're not going to be out here expending all of your energy with people who aren't reciprocating the same, right? Am I right or am I tripping? Okay, I definitely do pick up that energy. Like, you're no longer going to be fulfilling soulless energies, soulless vibrations, energy vampires. I really do see you guys being focused and really making these changes. Okay, um yeah, look, the Emperor. Okay, we got Aries energy here. So with the Emperor here, I really do feel like a lot of you are resuming control. Okay, a lot of you are stepping into this emperor energy, divine masculine energy, somebody who is moving. Look, and the Ace of Wands, heavy fire energy here. Okay, but a lot of you guys are moving in this like power of authority. You guys are literally stepping into your throne. A lot of you are stepping into your destiny. A lot of you are stepping into your divine purpose. A lot of you are accepting your gifts. A lot of you guys are accepting what is for you. With the Ace of Wands, this is energy that is creation. This is passion. This is like this is a whole lot of love here. Ace of Wands is just that, you know what I'm saying? When you think of fire, you think of like that heat. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring the heat. Um you're going to put things in motion. Okay? You're disciplined, or you're about to be disciplined. You're dedicated, you're consistent. You're somebody that puts plans into motion. All right? You're not just in your head. You are moving. You're moving your chess pieces, okay? And you're moving them strategically. You're doing this play by play. It's not something that you just up out of the blue. No, this is strategy here. All right. I definitely see a lot of new energy coming in. Okay. Look at that. The King of Cups. And all of this is, you're going to fall in love with it. Everything that is going to transpire is not only going to allow you to love yourself wholeheartedly, but it's going to allow you to embrace love in all different forms, right? You're going to love the life that you live. You're going to love the life that you're experiencing. You're going to love the people that you have around you. You're going to love the opportunities that present. You're going to love the opportunities that present themselves. You're going to love everything about life. Okay? Look at that. And the King of Wands. Look, King of Cups, King of Wands. With the World card and Judgment and Tower and the Two of Cups and the Four. Wow. Listen, y'all. I'm telling you, this change, Lord have mercy. I know I just threw a whole bunch of cards, but listen, I'm going to explain to you. All right. So the King of Cups and the King of Wands, I'm telling you, you're going to love what you do. Okay. I really do feel like you're going to be stepping into your purpose, stepping into your passion. Whatever it is that you're going to do, you're going to fall in love with it, and you're going to look great doing it. Okay? Cuz one thing about a leader looks good because they know, they're confident, they know what they're doing. They utilize strategy. This person is not impulsive. Like this person really gets it. Okay, it's like you guys prayed for this. Okay, collective, you guys prayed for this. These new cycles, okay, new beginnings, and new everything. Okay, um for a lot of you, you guys are coming into this major awakening, but this awakening would have never occurred had you not allowed this tower to occur, right? And sometimes tower moments, the way that they present themselves in our lives, are sudden changes, like things just out of the blue, like people falling out, you losing your job, you get sick out of nowhere. It's like things that just abruptly happen out of nowhere that you have no control over, right? But it was meant to happen, right? Because when something isn't right in your life, the foundation will crumble. So there is a need for everything to break all the way down so that you can rebuild a new clear foundation that is not only clear of any cracks, but it's stable. You get what I'm saying? Reliable, consistent. A foundation, if you think about a tree, all you see is the trunk and the leaves above, but you don't see the basis of that root. You don't see how deep those roots are embedded into the ground, into the soil. That's the type of foundation that you need, right? Something where you don't see, but you know it's stable because it's rooted in love, it's rooted in trust, it's rooted in faith. Damn, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. For a lot of you, these changes are going to bring in a new relationship. Okay, some of you guys may be reconciling, okay, with a new relationship. Well, no, I don't want to say reconciling, but some of you guys could be reconciling with someone from the past, okay? Or if this isn't that, this can also be a new partnership, okay? Something that is going to turn into something more serious later on, right? Because you got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands signify marriage. The Two of Cups signify union, okay? Love, harmony, relationships. So I'm definitely picking up that there is going to be I've been picking up heavy like a relationship here with that Ace of Cups, with that renewal, right? Because I said this could be love or this could be a renewal in your spirit. But with the Two of Cups and the Four Wands, my left ear is ringing right now. Ooh, your left ear may be ringing, okay? Um But yeah, for some of you, you're going to end up being in a relationship sometime this year, okay? And if that was something that you were manifesting, then allow it to happen. And if you're still healing, don't focus so much on the time frames. Everything will align in divine timing. All right? But I definitely do see a relationship that will unfold here for you, collective, okay? Whatever these changes, whatever these moves, whatever is going on in your current energy is going to align you with everything. It's going to align you with your purpose. All right. With the Two of Swords, there's going to be some sort of choice, some sort of decision that you need to make. Okay. Maybe something that you haven't stepped into fully, right? Because the Two of Swords is an indecisive energy, right? You have two paths, you have two directions. Okay. You have two directions. You could go left, you can go right. But if you're in your head and you're not following through with a choice, you're going to remain stuck. And that's the problem here. So there is a need for you to make that choice. Okay. What's it going to be? Are you going to go left or are you going to go right? Remember, I said that there is a need. Somebody was going to, in the beginning of the reading, I said somebody's going to step out and take a risk. This is going to require a risk, some sort of change, some sort of move. Again, somebody may be moving from a different city. Some of you guys may be leaving things from your home. Maybe you're leaving a parent. Maybe you're leaving your family to start a new life with somebody else. Like there's so many different scenarios, okay? But there is a need for you to really step into this energy. You can't create a new life when you still have one foot still mixed in with the old life. Okay? Um so definitely make that choice, okay? And be confident in your choices. Because I feel like a lot of you with the Emperor and the Empress here, okay, definitely giving me divine counterparts. But not just that, I really do feel like, collective, you've been leading more in your masculine energy and you've kind of neglected your feminine energy. Okay, feminine energy is a receiving energy. So if all you're doing is putting things in motion and moving in this action of or moving in this energy of do, I need to do this. I need to do this. But I got it. I'm going to go ahead and take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? You also need to balance out your divine feminine energy. There's a need to balance alpha masculine and alpha feminine. There's a need to balance the two. Okay? Because I feel like there's an imbalance here with justice, Libra in the energy, Libra energy. There's a need to really tap into that frequency of the divine feminine. Okay, because I feel like either some of you could be suppressing some emotions here. Some of you guys are not getting to that root. Some of you guys could be, kind of putting things under the rug. And that's the reason why you haven't made a choice, is because you're not ready to face that. Okay. A mother figure could be prominent as well. But the Empress is showing in the reverse. So, you know, whatever this energy is, it's not benefiting your it's not benefiting your growth. Like, you're not able to evolve with this energy like this, right? Now, energy shifts, energy changes on a day-to-day basis, right? So I'm not saying that if this is a mother energy, right, that things wouldn't change with this mother energy. But in the current energy, I'm definitely seeing a mother energy in reverse with the Empress here. So whatever this energy is not conducive to your growth, especially spiritually. Whatever this is out of alignment. Okay. So it's okay to release it and let it go, right? I feel like when it comes to this energy, you try to pretend that everything is okay. You try to pretend that, it's not bothering you. You try to pretend like the problem doesn't exist, but there is. Okay. And this isn't healthy for you. So there is a need for you to make a choice. Like, are you going to continue to are you going to continue surrounding yourself with this type of energy? Are you going to subject yourself to this energy? Or are you going to release and surrender the energy? Doesn't matter how much you love the person, right? Sometimes love requires you to let go. Sometimes it requires you to let go and love a person from a distance, right? So, again, there's a choice that needs to be made. Whether you're ready to make it, I don't know, but yeah, there's no support here. Whatever this energy is not supportive to you. It's you don't need it. Yeah, with the 5 of Pentacles, like, this is an energy that not only leaves you high and dry, but this is an energy that is not this is an energy that isn't that's not compliant. This is an energy that is very wishy-washy. This energy is not consistent. um and for a lot of you have really a lot of you have spent a huge chunk of your own earnings, of your own money, of your paycheck, your hard-earned money, to get people out of certain situations, and they don't even appreciate it. They don't show you appreciation. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. And at the end of the day, a person needs to want to save themselves, right? You can want to save a person all day. You could be Captain Save a Ho, you know, and play that character Monday through Sunday, right? But eventually a person is going to want it for themselves. And I really do feel like this is a very stubborn energy. And it's going to require a lot of work, a lot of healing, a lot of prayers, right? You can always keep this person in your prayers, but I really feel like right now your energy should be focused on you, on healing, on becoming a better version of yourself. You pouring yourself into things that are going to be more lucrative for your growth, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, in all of those aspects. Okay. Yeah, with the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like, I think right now, look, oh my God. Listen, y'all. Oh my God. Look at this. Listen. There's a lot of majors in this reading, and I'm sorry I got so hyped just now. But after the 9 of Cups, we've got the Magician, the Sun card, and the 6 of Wands. All right. So although you don't see it, whatever this energy is, there is a need to literally surrender and let it go, because this is literally blocking your very blessing. Because the moment that you release it with love and light, right? You pray for that person, you love them from a distance, You care for them, from a distance. But as soon as you start focusing on your healing, on your growth, on your evolution, you start becoming happy within yourself. You're literally transmuting all of that negative energy that you had surrounded you. You're literally alchemizing that all into positive energy, positive flow of abundance, okay, creativity. I'm talking about extreme success and victory here. Like, there's, after a period of struggles, of pain, of betrayals, for a lot of you, this is the only life that you've known, is the 10 of swords. This is the only life that you've been able to live. You've never been able to really live a life of rich abundance. And I'm not talking about monetary. What I'm speaking of is a life fulfilled with purpose, a life filled with drive, something that, you wake up every day and you're like, you know what? I got to wake up today because I got this to do. And I know that when I do this, I'm fulfilling my purpose. I'm helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in my divine truth. For a lot of you, this is going to literally shift you into a whole new alternate reality. Okay? Whatever it was that you lived once before is no longer going to be present. All of that is in the past. Okay? I see you moving forward, looking ahead with the Two of Wands here. A lot of you guys could be traveling. A lot of you guys could be expecting, again, some sort of trip here. Maybe this is that move I was telling you about, because it requires it requires this death to occur with Scorpio energy here. Okay, for all of this to happen, there is a need to put an end to this cycle that is in the midst of your energy. Okay, I feel like a lot of you have been really working on enlightening your path. For a lot of you, there's been a lot of goodbyes that you've had to say without even having to say a word. But all of these changes are for you. Okay? It's time to live life for you. It's time to live life for you. Do you understand what I'm saying, collective? Look at that. The strength. Leo energy. I feel like August is going to be a very prominent month. This could be even the month that you end up moving or making these sudden changes. But a lot of you had to endure what you went through to become this strength that you are. You embody this resilience. You're the wheel of fortune. You are somebody that has not only went through so many ups and downs, but you are living proof of good karma. Okay, you've paid your debt to society. You've already done your due diligence. Now it's time to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You're walking away from what no longer serves you. There's no need for you to linger on to the past. There's no need for you to be burnt out and exhausted over other people's energy. Okay, what you need to be doing is sitting on your throne and thinking, evaluating, and putting things into perspective. Create your ideas. Okay, be very, very, very intentional on what it is that you want to bring into fruition. Okay, and once you do, you gain that clarity. Once you gain that clarity, then you can act out. Okay, then you know what I'm saying? Because when you love what you do, man, it's something about doing what you really love, because it don't feel like you're doing it, right? I could sit here all day. I could sit here all day. And if I had the energy to do it, I would be so happy to just sit here and read for y'all. Why? Because I love what I do. Okay? I love what I do. I find the time, even on a day like today, busy as hell. I find the time and I show up, even if it's for an hour, if it's for 30 minutes, 2 hours, it doesn't matter. I show up. Why? Because I love it. I enjoy what I do. So the same thing here. Same concept. All right. You deserve to know a life that you wake up and you're not stressed. You're not stressing about things. You're you're loving life. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, collective. I think that I feel like those who are gonna get it are gonna get the message, right? I feel like it's clear. There's a need for you to really focus on your happiness right now. Focus on what's going to bring you your happiness, your joy, and all of that will bring in your success. There won't be a need for you to struggle. There won't be a need for you to stress over things that are outside of your control. I feel like for a lot of you, you wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy with certain individuals. And I feel like this whole renewal, this whole reset is going to put you in a position where not only are you going to be happy and fulfilled, but you're also going to create um a generational pool where not only you're going to be able to eat off the fruits of this labor, but those that come after as well are going to be set. And one thing about this collective, you guys are big on family, because that 6 of Cups, you guys are really big on family. So do for you. Do for you. Because if you ain't gonna do it for you, then who do you think is gonna do it for you? You know what I'm saying? Follow through with your pursuits. Whatever it is that you want to bring in, whatever it is that you want to call in, affirm it. Put action into those words, okay? Words are just words. You can think it all day, but if you're not writing it out, if you're not acting it out, if you're not moving towards that goal, then what are you really doing besides buying time? And one thing about time, you can't buy it. Let's get some life lessons for the collective. Life lessons for the collective. Spirit, give me a few cards. A few cards. Dang. It says, one of the hardest things you will ever have to do is to grieve the loss of a person who's still alive. If that ain't the truth. So for a lot of you, whoever you had to cut off, whether that was a family, whatever that, if that was a friend, whatever, if that was a lover, a spouse, it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, when you're attached to somebody and you got to let that thought of that person go, it's hard. It's very hard, but it's life. Not everybody can walk the same path as you, all right? Situations will teach you the real meaning of life. Isn't that the truth? Situations occur in our life for a reason, and it's because there's something in that lesson that's supposed to bring meaning to our lives. Whether that was a friendship that needed to, you know, crumble because obviously that foundation was not, it wasn't sturdy, it wasn't an honest connection, it wasn't genuine. So a situation like that is going to teach you discernment, is going to teach you to really observe people more before you put all your trust into a certain person, or before you discuss personal matters with a person, especially matters that are very important to you, okay? Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. So especially if you're somebody that is a hothead, okay? And I know some of you are, because some of y'all is still not healed yet. No shade, whoever, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know who y'all are. Okay. Those that be in their emotions, sometimes you guys make the most dumbest mistakes. You end up burning bridges that you didn't need to burn. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So remain in control of your emotions at all times. If you feel a certain type of way, journal it and then burn the motherfucker. But there should not be a person on this earth that sees you out of character, because that's what people want. All right. It says taking blame for things that weren't your fault. This is associated with shame. Okay, so if you're somebody that is always taking the blame, you're always apologizing when you know you had nothing to do with it, this is associated with shame. So if you're going to do shadow work, this is what I would recommend you to do if you're that type of person who struggles with that, okay? So if you are somebody that's always apologizing or taking the blame for things that you had nothing to do with, that is associated with shame, and that is something that you need to work on in regards to your shadow, okay? Healing requires confrontation. In order to let go, you must recognize what to let go of. I feel like that's fair, right? Healing requires confrontation. So, not all conversations are going to be peaceful. Not all conversations are going to, be kumbaya, right? There are going to be some things that are going to be brought up that are going to trigger your own insecurities, that are going to trigger things from your past that you have yet to heal, right? But when things like that happen and you get triggered, that is a reminder that that part of you still needs work. It's just a mirror being reflected back onto you. Okay? And that's how you recognize what you need to let go of. Okay? And last but not least, drum roll, please. It says normalize saying no without needing to over explain yourself. Mm. So if you're somebody that is a people pleaser and doesn't know how to use those two letters, then I advise that you sit back and you question yourself why. Okay? There's no need for you to seek out any sort of validation. There is no need for you to explain yourself. You either get it or you don't. Okay? There's no need to do any of that. So that's what I have for you guys, collective. I pray that I connected the piece for you guys, because I just had to I had to connect the puzzle on TikTok. I pray that the collective has received their message. And for those that are tired and you keep telling God that you're tired, God said it's okay. Okay? If you're tired, God is saying it's okay. You keep pushing forward. You don't stop. It's okay to be tired. It's okay to be tired. Okay? It's natural. Brace yourself. There's no need to stress. Allow things to happen in divine timing. Don't stress it, beloved. Bendición. What's up, Lena? I was listening to the collective. It was a beautiful message. Didn't want to interrupt. So moving and hopeful. I loved it. Needed to hear that. Of course, Lena. Thank you for listening, my dear. No interruption whatsoever. You guys know that I'll look at the screen from time to time, but when I'm delivering messages, I just be talking, talking, talking. But yes, this was a beautiful message. I feel like this is just kind of a reminder with this new moon energy. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to want your happiness. It's okay to want what it is that you want without feeling guilty or without feeling like you owe an explanation to anyone. If you decide to cut somebody off because you know it's not beneficial for your growth, then cut them off. And if they want an explanation, then tell them to go find one. You know what I'm saying? Like, people end contracts all the time. You can literally cut somebody off and not even have a reason. People do it all the time. People ghost people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Um, but yeah, people will take it however they take it. It is what it is. Let me go ahead and post that collective on Instagram because my phone's about to die on this one. Fulfill your own happiness. Cut the dead ends and see how everything. Let's see, hold on. I'm trying to think of the fulfill your own happiness. Cut the dead ends and see how everything flows. And see how everything unfolds magically. Because you know it's got to be magical. Fulfill your own happiness, cut the dead ends, and see how everything unfolds magically. Love it! Let me go ahead and copy this. All right. That's posted. I gotta charge this phone. I released the collective energy. I call back all my power because it belongs to me. I say to the ancestors in advance for allowing me to deliver those messages. Thank you to all who stuck around and got their message. And if you had to leave or you catch this on the live, comment down below. Let's see, what are we gonna say? 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 10:33. That's the time right now, and it's in sync. So if it resonates with you, put 10:33 in the comments. Okay. And again, if you guys would like to book me private, and you guys can do so by sending me a DM on Instagram. I do have 30-minute and 60-minute sessions available. Okay, guys. Now, I don't know if anybody wanted to tap in for a reading. I am not sure if I will be live tomorrow. So if anybody wanted to book, you guys can go ahead and book now. If not, I will be getting off. And I will keep you guys posted on my stories. 10:33. Thank you, Lena. I'm glad that the messages resonated. I send you love and light, my queen. I don't see anybody, so I'm gonna go ahead and release all of you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, if you have yet to do so, make sure you guys go hop over to YouTube. That's where I post all the collective energies. So you never know. You may get hit with a reading from like 6 months ago. Somebody told me that. They're like, I went to your YouTube and it was a reading from like 8 months ago, and girl, it resonated so much with my spirit. So you never know. Okay, don't miss out. Don't miss out on your blessings. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.